Alright, welcome to part 9 of the video walkthrough for The Last Pikeman. We're in the middle of the final battle, and I figure we'll give it a shot for a few minutes here, and if it isn't successful, then just cut our losses for the time being. And because I want to keep it like half the video be the final battle, the other half just sort of some final thoughts on the game. But we'll see how it goes, just because I'm not sure exactly how successful this strategy will be. Or maybe it'll go better than I expected. This part's the hard part, though. The third phase, he hits the walls 9 times. And then shoots 7 times. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yes! Yes! Oh, I'm surprised that actually worked. So, final boss is defeated. I'm very surprised that actually worked. So it plays some nice victory music. Huh. That was kind of anticlimactic, but I'll take it. Okay, so we have a super high quality credits screen here with names for all the enemies and little pictures. Actually, it doesn't do all the enemies, it only does some of them. So while this is going on, I figure I may as well discuss the relative merits and non-merits of the game. Pros, the levels were decent for what they were. I like the boss fights. Well, mostly the ones on the second path were challenging enough. They were kind of annoying in certain aspects, but not, you know, deal breakers. Cons, there are relatively more. First of all, the controls aren't really that slick. You have a fixed height jump, and it's sort of clunky. Since you can only use your pike on the ground, you can't do anything in the air, and just in general, you can't really exert yourself into the game world. Another thing is, there's a disparity between the bosses in terms of difficulty, because the ones on the first path compared to the ones on the second path, the first path is a lot easier. Let's see, the final boss was kind of ridiculous in many forms. Just anything with the bosses regarding random attacks or random anything takes the outcome of the battle out of the hands of the player. So it's less skill-based and more luck-based, which is not the way to go for a game. And I guess the amount of time spent playing it also, the play time itself was relatively short. I mean, I beat the I Want to Be the Guy. I believe the videos for that total to about 2 or 2.5 hours, and this has been like roughly 2 hours. But just in general, it doesn't feel like it had a whole lot of depth going for it, and just in general is a less entertaining game as a whole, mostly because it's basically just a pastiche of the elements from I Want to Be the Guy that were, you know, fairly evident, like dying a lot and platforming challenges, but it didn't really come out that well. I guess the graphics are okay, although it's sort of messed up just because on this platform it makes those weird little lines show up in the ground tiles and things like that. But I was trying to go for a certain style, and that worked relatively well. Let's see. Other than that, I don't know, just whatever I've mentioned in previous commentaries. I mean, it's a fairly hard game, and for 2 hours I guess it's not that bad. But then again, I made it, so take that for what it is, I guess. It tells you how many times we died. That's actually not that bad for this game. And then there's the pikeman, obligatory, mangled English, and all that. And there we go, back to the title screen. So, let's see, final words. Oh, the download for the Last Pikeman, if for some reason you wanted to download it, includes not only this executable, which I've been playing, but the source file, which you can open in Game Maker. This was made with Game Maker, in case you didn't know for whatever reason. So if you wanted to alter anything, if it's broken, I'm not going to fix it because, you know, I sort of officially wash my hands of this game, just because it ends up taking up bits and pieces of my time. And there's probably a lot that's wrong with it that I just don't know about. But like, you know, for instance, that thing with the tiles and the weird lines sort of striping through it, I guess that can be fixed by changing the dimensions of the views through which the game is translated, since it's actually flattened from what it is internally represented as, so that it looks sort of oldish. And that worked fine, I think, when I was setting this up on XP, but that was a couple years back, and here on 7 it just sort of freaks out about it. So I guess that's about it. Thanks for watching these videos, and hopefully they were helpful as sort of a walkthrough, if it's ever intended to be used as a walkthrough. And thanks for watching.